Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Camilla aka CamiSimming and welcome to a new video. Today, as you can see, we're building in Sulani and in particular we're building a family home, which is kind of a mansion. Now, I don't know what I named this video, but I don't think it's kind of a mansion because it's pretty big, but maybe when we think of mansions we think of super huge builds, and this is not so huge, but it's definitely a big house. So we're building in Sulani. We're going for a sort of traditional style, as you can probably tell, even right now, even when the shell isn't completely done. We're going for a pretty classic Sulani vibe for the interior and the exterior as well. I built this some time ago, so as a common disclaimer on this channel, if I don't remember exactly what's going on screen, that's why. So I built it some time ago, right when Nifty Knitting came out. So yeah, I think it's at least a couple of weeks ago, but anyway, this is, as I told you, a family home. There's room for a family of five, plus a cat and a dog, I think, or at least a dog. Because yeah, I've put down everything that you may need for a dog and maybe also a litter box in one of the bathrooms. So, but we will see. We will see it together. This is a family of five because we have two parents, one teen girl, and two children boys. Children boys, yeah. And the two children are twins, I imagined. They share a bedroom, but it's kind of a decent sized bedroom, so don't worry, they have plenty of space. Here, as you can see, I'm filling with the exterior. I had an idea in mind because even if it's like a big home, I wanted it to have the classic look of a house on stilts. Uh, the ones that we see here in Sulani, I added those beams, I think you can call them, on the roof, on the different kinds of roofing that I put down, just to give them like more structure, to make them look a bit more interesting. And yeah, I don't actually know how this house doesn't like fall. I don't know how the stilts can like bear the weight of this huge house, but we will not talk about that, even if I just did. But so this house ends up having three bedrooms and three bathrooms. One of the bathrooms is in a an ensuite to the parents' bathroom. We have another bathroom on the ground floor, which is like a guest bathroom, but it has a bath and also a washing machine and a dryer. And then we have the bathroom that the kids share on the second floor. Um, yeah, in between their bedrooms, we have a very, it's not decent, it's very big, a big living room, which is split into two actually. A kitchen with a dining room, a dining area, and we also have a second dining area in the living space. So yeah, plenty of sitting areas, and on the exterior I put down some stuff for entertainment. I figured that maybe this family loves to throw parties, like not wild parties, maybe just dinner parties from time to time with their friends or family, or yeah, the neighbors, the fellow island um neighbors, or something like that. And so I gave them an outdoor dining space, which is so cool because it has its own private like gazebo sort of, but we will build it right at the end of the video because I figured that this like pier, I don't know if you can call it a pier, but that part on the outside is it's very big. I didn't know what to put after some. Yeah, I put down the my classic stuff for kind of backyards, but this is, given that this is not a normal backyard because it's not, we don't have grass, we have water. It's a bit weird. I always struggle with furnishing back piers, back terraces and foundations. So yeah, and I'm like fiddled with it around a little bit, but in the end, I kind of like the result. I think this is a very good house for gameplay. I try to put down everything you may need for your gameplay to run like smoothly. You shouldn't have any problems because I put down plenty of bathrooms, plenty of activities for everyone here, and yeah, we have a sort of balcony on the front of the house, which is linked to the living space, and there I will put down some activities. I think I will put down like a football table, and yeah, so you have also some analogic entertainment, something different than a TV or a computer. And this is the master bathroom, as you probably can tell already. It's very fancy. I think this house overall is very fancy. I think that Sulani tends to be pretty simple. I myself tend to build very simple houses, but this one I wanted to make it like a bit fancier, like it's still an island home, but it's kind of fancier than the usual ones. Yeah, because I figured that maybe this family is kind of wealthy and they have the money to have a big house. And as you can see, also the entryway is it's pretty grand, it's pretty big. We have this important staircase with a kind of a balcony that looks down from the second floor to the entryway. A lot of those big vases, which I think give this house a very fancy look, but also kind of rustic, a rustic one. And in the end, before earlier when I had to record this voiceover, I was thinking about this house, and I thought that I didn't like it so much. But I think now that I'm looking at it and I look at the process, at the like speed build here with you guys while I'm recording this, I think it turned out good. I think it's not my favorite house that I built, but I think it's very cool, very maybe also different from other houses that I tend to build on this channel. So um, yeah, the entryway is taking shape. Now I will be fiddling with the kitchen a little bit because I didn't know what to do with this huge room. So why in the end I split it into two parts, the kitchen one and the dining space. And I think I will like close a part of it with like a fake sliding door that I think I made with some walls and windows. Um, yeah, to close it off a little bit, like to pretend that you, if you want, you can close it completely, so you don't have the kitchen open to the dining space. And I also kind of struggle with the wallpaper when I build here in Sulani because I never know what to put down because the wallpaper that doesn't come with island living, to me it doesn't look good here. Or at least I don't know how to make it look good, if that makes sense. Here I'm combining some island living kitchen counters with some jungle adventure cabinets, and as you can see I removed one of the walls for the sliding door, so the window is there without a wall behind it to look more realistic and more natural, um, like it's really open there. It's not like on a wall, it's not a window placed onto a wall. So I went for like a not too much clutter because I I wanted this house to look very good. And also the the thing I said about the wallpaper also goes for the clutter, because sometimes I don't think that the clutter that we have in game goes well with island houses. And I even here probably I am the problem, so I don't know how to make it, how to, yeah, to make it look good or like it belongs here maybe. So I went for a minimum of clutter. So I, yeah, and I like the result, I think. And fortunately, luckily, I now have Jungle Adventure, because a lot of things from Jungle Adventure go very, very well with Island Living. So I have something more to work with, and also some things from Eco Lifestyle tend to go very well, because there are some things that are more rustic, and yeah, kind of, yeah, more rustic, more rough, not so polished and not so perfect. And this is another huge room, because the living space ends up being very, very big. And I split it into two living spaces, one with the TV and one a more kind of loungy area that's like that looks out from the windows. So I imagine that if you have guests over and you don't want to spend time outside, you can still sit there and watch the ocean from those big giant windows. In fact, I changed the curtains up a little bit, because initially I had those ones from Island Living that covered the windows almost completely, although they are kind of sheer. But I like these ones from Eco Lifestyle a little bit better, because um, they are not covering the windows completely, and also the glass door. And yeah, and as you can see, I still combine them with some curtains from Island Living. And yeah, I placed down some things for a dog. So I think that we have a dog in this house. Um, and as you can see, I included a second dining space with some bookcases behind it. And here I will be working on the teens bedroom, which is very like pink-ish, very kind of girly. I don't like to use this word, but yeah, it's easier so you can understand what I mean. I used a lot of stuff also from Movie Hangout, because it was one of the newest packs that I got, along with Nifty Knitting. And here I'm creating a sort of study area, and I think I gave her kind of an easel, I think, and some music instruments. I figured that this girl here was creative a lot. She enjoys painting and exploring her musical talent. So yeah, a creative girl in general. I think that at some point I will put down some of those like canvas that we have from base game. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these ones. Okay. I kind of remember well what I did, and I'm so happy about this. And I think that the nook here where the bed is turns out very, very cozy, with these giant curtains and those hanging plants from Nifty Knitting. And yeah, in general, I kind of like this room, even if the color scheme is not one of my favorites. Personally, I like how it turned out. And this is the twins' bedroom. They are like very into everything, kind of. They are very into science, into space, into exploring new things. And I think their bedroom turned out so cute. And here I'm actually happy that I was able to combine island living items with other stuff from other packs. So this is the room in which I was most proud, that I'm most proud of, because yeah, as I told you, the other rooms were a little bit hard for me because I didn't know how to combine island living items with other stuff. But here I kind of succeeded, so I'm happy. Here I'm working on some landscaping, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Also because we are in the sand after all, so I drew some green patches with the terrain tool, with the terrain paint. Because yeah, just trees growing out of sand is not something that I seen in real life, at least not this like super dry sand with no rocks and no, yeah, with no rocks. So yeah, it looks more natural to me if draw, if I draw some some terrain paint, some green, some grass, some, yeah. I'm sorry if my English doesn't work lately, but I don't know what's happening to me. Also, it's been some time since the last time I did a voiceover, so every time I kind of stop doing voiceovers, my English is a bit rusty and I have to, like, mm, I don't know, I have to speak for a little bit before being able to do a decent voiceover. So I I'm sorry if this one is kind of all over the place. Here I'm working on some sitting areas on the balconies and on the one that leads from the outside to the house, let's say. So the main balcony here, and here you can see I put down this football table along with some chairs. And now I think the interior is pretty much done. We will be adding some touches to the kids' bedroom to make it more lived in, with some clutter on the desk and on the dresser, yeah, and on the bookshelf here. And then I think we will be moving to the exterior for the final part, which will be the decoration of the balconies with of the terraces. Oh no, okay, we still have one bathroom missing and also the landing area upstairs here, which I think turned out very cozy. I was a bit kind of disappointed because I couldn't fit as many windows as I wanted to. So this area here ends up being a bit dark, but uh, it's kind of cozy anyway. I just put down some ottomans, some stuff to fill in the place, fill up the space, and some paintings. And this is the share bathroom, as I told you before. I think turned out very cute, very cozy, and I don't know. I've been putting a lot of tubs in front of windows, because yeah, I think it's just so perfect. Like the perfect location for bathtubs is here in front of windows so that you can look outside when you're taking a bath. And here I'm working on this custom shower with the shower from university and some windows, the same ones that I used downstairs in the kitchen. Adding some plants, some clutter, the toilet paper, some rugs, and this is basically it for the bathroom. Oh yeah, I added a console table with some candles, I think, or some plants. Yeah, okay, it's candles. Okay. And that base game painting with the palm trees and the tropical atmosphere. And here I'm kind of taking a look at what the house looks like from the outside because I kind of stayed focused on the inside. This is like a bar area with, you guessed it, some lounge areas with some chairs and some benches also, I think, later on. And here I'm creating the dining space that I was talking about earlier. I will like use those open windows that we have from Island Living, that came with Island Living, and I think they are kind of perfect because you are inside, but also you you feel like you are on the exterior even though you are in a closed room. So I think it's pretty nice. I imagined people eating dinner here. It would be amazing, so beautiful at night. And I also put down some kids activities, like some toys. I think maybe a dollhouse. And also I will create another terrace here because I don't know, I realized that the main part of the house wasn't above the water, but it was on the sand still. So I added this lower platform here, just to make, I don't know, to put down some loungers. And I don't know, maybe you will go here and then you will jump into the water. Or actually, this you can do this like everywhere on the exterior of this house, because there's plenty of spots for your sims to dive into the water. But yeah, I wanted to put the loungers in a most kind of private place, not in the middle of the lounge areas and the kids play area and the dining space here. So, and I think we're basically done with today's video, because we're adding just the last touches and then we will be done with it. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in my next video, and have a great day. Bye everybody.